Hello Stardust Monkeys. Let's talk about zombies. Zombies are everywhere. The Walking Dead is one of the largest shows on television at the moment. Movies like World War Z and 28 Days Later, just about anything relating to zombies is consumed ravenously. But what do they mean? And why are we so obsessed with them? Unlike sparkly vampires and super strong werewolves, it's not very glamorous to become a zombie. Basically, they are a decaying mess. They shamble around aimlessly, losing chunks of their flesh and consuming anything in their path. But zombies have a fascinating history. The concept of zombies originated in Haiti. At the time, Haiti was ruled by the French, who kidnapped African people to work as slaves. It was a really horrible life. So horrible, in fact, that the slaves became worried that they would not even be free in death. They feared becoming mindless undead shells of people who still worked day and night for their masters. It was in the horrors of slavery and in this fear that death would not be released that the zombie was born. However, sometime later, when they were introduced into Western culture, they were introduced in a bit of a different way through the culture and practice of voodoo, where they were created deliberately. And since this time, zombies have changed even further. Zombies have become known for their hordes, overwhelming society with pure numbers. One of their earliest appearances in Western culture was in Romero's Birth of the Living Dead, later in Dawn of the Dead. It was in these films that zombies came to represent the unreasoning, destructive force of conformity. Whether it be the conformity of racist beliefs without questioning them, or our culture of consumption and materialism which is wreaking havoc on our planet. Zombies are completely dehumanized. They are mindless. They are to be pitied and then promptly stabbed. But even since then, the meaning of zombies has changed. Today, zombies represent a means to an apocalypse, which we are obsessed with, by the way. Mostly this is because of the way the world is at the moment. The news is filled with so many horrible stories. Like I said in my previous video about monsters, it leaks into our unconscious mind, and we need to release that pressure. Zombies and the apocalypse that they cause help us to do this by experience the very worst that could happen and surviving. Never is this obsession with zombies and the apocalypse more evident than in The Walking Dead. We follow the lives of the survivors, and quickly zombies become more of a backdrop rather than the most threatening enemy, which is always humans. These survivors are able to be reborn into different people. If you watch the show, then you've watched the transition of Carol to a complete badass. In the apocalypse, not only are the survivors reborn, but so is the world. In a way, the world is represented as both a dystopian as well as a utopia, as the survivors are forced back into a simpler lifestyle. They have more space to themselves, they have more resources. As long as they can keep themselves safe, it's a fresh start. It's very interesting, as the zombies used as a way to create an apocalypse helps the characters to define life. What is the difference between us and zombies? And what makes us human and them not human? These are really important questions, especially when it comes to another question of how to live our lives. Zombies have a fascinating past, and our current cultural obsession with them represents our fears and also almost a craving for apocalypse. Let me know in the comments what you think about zombies and what monster you want me to dive into next. Alright, that's it for me. Bye. Monsters have and still allow us to project complicated fears into something we can see and something we can kill.